Hi everyone, my name is Lily.
And I'm Katie.
And we're so excited to introduce another engineering activity at home.
Can anyone guess what type of engineering we could be talking about today?
This week we will be learning about materials engineering.
Material engineers design and discover new materials for engineering projects. This includes experimenting with materials that can stand up to extreme temperatures or are extremely strong and flexible.
Some examples of projects a material engineer could work on are designing solar panels, computer chips, or even materials that can go to space.
As a quick intro to today's activity, there are a few important terms you should know.
Buoyancy. This is how well something floats. An example of this is a rubber duck in water is buoyant because it floats, but a rock in water is not buoyant because it sinks. In this activity, you'll be able to see how buoyant different materials are. Can you name any other buoyant objects? What about some things that aren't very buoyant?
Our second term is volume, and this is a measurement of how much something can hold. For example, the volume of water in a swimming pool is much more than the volume of water in a drinking glass. You will be looking at how volume affects your boat in this activity. Can you guess the volume of water that the bowl in this activity holds? To give you a hint, a water bottle holds 500 milliliters of water.
Our next term is mass, how much matter something has. An example of this is an airplane is much more massive than a pencil. By adding pennies to your boat, you're increasing the mass of your boat. Try ranking your materials for this activity from most massive to least massive.
Our last term is weight, and this is gravity's pull on an object, so like the number you see on a scale. For example, when you put a fruit on a scale in the grocery store, you can see how much it weighs. You will be adding pennies to your boat to make it weigh more. Can you list any units that are used for weight? Try guessing the weight of some materials that you are using for this activity.
Okay, let's dive into this activity. To build a boat, you will need a plastic lid, a pencil, some paper, and some tape.
Don't worry, you can use anything that you have in your house for this activity. This is just what Lily has. I have, for example, a toilet paper roll.
For our first step, we're going to take our pencil and our tape, and we're going to tape our pencil onto our lid.
For my base, I'm going to cut this toilet paper roll so that it's kind of like a raft.
Now our pencil is standing straight up on our lid.
I'm going to use a marker instead of a pencil. All right, and this is what I have.
For our next step, we're going to take our sheet of paper and we're going to cut out a small square for our sail for our boat.
Feel free to hurt your sail.
Next, we're going to take our sail and we're going to poke it through our pencil. It should look a little like this.
And I'm cutting a little cross into where I want my pen to go into the sail because it's not pointy like a pencil, so I can't really just poke through. Here's my strawberry boat.
All right, now that we have our boats, we're going to get either a tub or a bowl of water, and you're going to place your boat in the water and see if it floats. If your boat floats, let's try putting some coins in your boat to see if it will keep floating. How many coins can your boat hold until it starts to sink?
Now that you've done that, if you have more lids and more pencils, more paper, or anything, juice boxes, go make some more boats. Some great materials to try are leftover egg cartons, snack boxes. How do the different sized lids or different materials affect the buoyancy of the boat?
Why did we build boats, and what does it tell us about our materials?
What extra materials worked better or worse?
How could we make our boats better and stronger? These are all questions that material engineers answer.
Great work today, guys. You are all materials engineers now.
If you have any questions, feel free to email us at cp3elementary@gmail.com or leave a comment in the comment section below.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.
Bye.